tourists visiting India, exploring their gastronomy preferences. Culture since till 1951, 64 definitions, all acquired behavior, and food, eating food is one of those acquired behaviors. Offseat culture is a collective programming of the mind. So, Gujaratis, what they relish in Gujarat may not relish the same dish when they are in towards south, down south. So, what is that collective programming? Everybody has that. And collective subjectivity also we show towards food as well. So, what drives tourism? Lot of studies have been done. Does food has capacity to drive tourism? That is, everybody has that question, and that is the genesis of culinary tourism that I would be talking about. So, cultural heritage, it's a mix of two physical aspects as well as gastronomy, what type of food we are having, and has become a significant source of identity formation as well in the postmodern society. It signifies cultural meaning. Observable cultural differences you can find is the way the food is prepared, cooked and prepared. If the food is prepared in Gujarat, they might be using groundnut oil. But when I am coming from, say, central India, Madhya Pradesh, they are using mustard oil. Down south, they are using coconut oil. Difference in garnishes as well. It is expressive of regional culture, therefore. The role of food in tourism is lately gaining prominence. Significant interest in the role of food in place marketing and imaging of the destination. So, food is being attached with the imaging of the destinations as well. They serve as a source of destination images, what one of the authors call manufactured images. So, increasing number of tourist destinations are sought after because of their unique gastronomy. So, fine in Hyderabad, maybe some Hyderabadi biryani or so. So, growing interest in specialty food and beverages as well as cultural specific food sampling. Fine in Ahmedabad we are. So, what is so unique about Ahmedabad? Gastronomy. An important resource for destinations seeking to develop new quality tourism products and experiences. That is how people are working out. Different companies are working out. It's the hottest niche, emerging hottest niche. It's all about how to best develop and market a new kind of visitor attraction, unique and memorable food and drink experience. So, Long in 2004 actually coined this term, experiencing the culture through food. So, that is culinary tourism is all about. Travel in order to search for, enjoy prepared food and drink and unique memorable gastronomical preferences. Culinary tourism occurs when the appreciation of regionally produced food and beverages is a significant motivator or activity during the trip. So at IIMA, I don't think that we may find any culinary tourists visiting and participating in this conference. So main motivation is to participate in the research agenda. Culinary tourism has recently drawn much attention as a tourism product. So most essential component of tourist experiences, that is what research has found. Therefore, an important factor in determining tourist satisfaction. So, tourism industry in India, very contributing its lot to 3.23% of GDP, 8.78. Can culinary tourism help to scale these figures? That is the challenge. Fine, Ministry of Tourism in 2017 report, what they have mentioned is India's wide variety of traditional cuisines has a source of tourist attraction. Now, if you go to different websites and all, you will find cuisine-driven holiday packages. So, it is coming up well in India. Then you have a lot of shows nowadays on televisions as well. If you go, almost all channels are attending to such culinary, some programs and all, food and travel. Magazines have come up, specific magazines have come up. In spite of that recognition, little is still known about either the food buying behavior of the tourist or the role it plays in overall travel decisions. So, my point of inquiry will intent was to understand gastronomical preferences of foreign tourists, use the data to identify segments among them, if any. Fine, the study was conducted in 7 states of India. Collection of data was done in 3 months from November 8 to January 9. It is considered to be a hot tourist station in India. 954 customers were contacted, 6 out of them 641 agreed to respond to. Response rate was 67.19%. The 30 questionnaire data was not fully recorded, they were not considered. 52 questionnaires were outliers, so we excluded them from analysis. Variable measurement questionnaire, self-administered questionnaire was designed based on review of the literature plus a focus group initially conducted. Overall, initially there were 43 items. Later on, in pilot survey, with the help of pilot survey, we reduced them to 22 variables. So this is the demographic profile, and we had this defined income in terms of dollars because we were talking of this foreign tourists, then male and female, nationality, fair amount of presence of different nationalities and all. So this is a 5-step process which we use to identify the segments of the customers. Factor analysis, then we did the reliability analysis of each factor. So whether each factor is reliable or not above 0.7, then we conducted cluster analysis based on Ward's method, the first hierarchical, then non-hierarchical, came in cluster analysis when it suggested that there has to be 3 clusters. Then again, to whether the clusters are significantly different from each other or not, 2 types of analysis was done. One was MANOVA and another was discriminant analysis. Do we have a discriminant function which efficiently classifies the clusters? So fine, this is a factor analysis of first factor, quality, palatability, method in ambience, localization and value, and at the extreme is the reliability of each factor. So historical relevance, grooming and flavor, warmth and cleanliness, the reliability is more or less slightly lesser, so we excluded this factor. And using the factor score, we conducted cluster analysis, and 3 clusters emerged out of that. Cluster first was palatability, cluster 2 was localization, and then it was a third cluster, the historical relevance, based on their loadings on different clusters. And then we conducted MANOVA to see that whether all the clusters based on the factors are significantly different from each other or not. And they all showed that significant clusters are significantly different from each other. Then Wilks lambda we applied later to see that again the clusters are significantly different or not. And then discriminant analysis, and we can see that 99.7% of original grouped cases correctly classified. So we have got an effective discriminant analysis function. So findings, 3 clusters which we identified and their preferences of the factors, various 6 factors which emerged, they are in consonance with the outcome of the studies of various authors. Kevila's study is, I think, very interesting in this respect. And food quality, the first factor, the quality of food is the prime motivator for the foreign tourist. That again coincides with many other similar kind of studies. Further, the study highlights other evolved factors, method of cooking, hygiene, localization, value, historical relevance, nutritional value, and grooming. All these can be used by different companies, corporates, after a little bit of more serious research later on, which I have suggested. And these pictures offer a glimpse of gastronomic preferences of foreign tourists visiting India. So in particular, factors like localization, historical relevance could be used by various stakeholders in increasing satisfaction and patronage of foreign tourists if it connects well. Classification of tourists into palatability seeker, localization seeker, and experience seeker. And the study of Kevila, again it appeared in 2006, partially supports the evoked segmentation structure. find role of gastronomy in ways tourists select destination. We can extend that. Develop positive and negative image regarding a destination based on their gastronomy experiences. Patronage, which they may extend to a destination by deciding to return to the same destination and extend positive word of mouth, and all these can be give further leads to the research. Similar possibilities, propositions could be set for foreign tourists' attitude towards Indian delicacies. Further, the evolved sentiments can be enriched by recent research that supplements psychographic details about more psychographic details about these tourists. Thank you very much. I think I'm within that time, saving more on the